Hey Gemini, welcome to your love ordeal reading as part of my Mystics Journey series for you guys. So I'm doing this in the month of April. Love ordeal reading will give you insights with regards to your current experiences in love. Could be tough, could be fun, or things like that. But in general, it's about love, your experiences, and any advice and outcomes and all that. Yeah. Primarily this is a love reading, but it could also be relevant for the other aspects in your life, so take it however that resonates. Okay, so what do we have for Gemini? This is for Gemini love ordeal for April. We have the Queen of Staffs, the Fool, the Four of Coins, the Queen of Cups, and Justice, the Lady of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. We have the Eight of Swords underlying. All right, Gemini, you've been wanting to have a fresh start here, to just jump off the cliff and have a new life. But it wasn't very easy, huh? It's not very easy to do just that, especially for someone who is very good with analytical function, brain function, such as you. And in addition to that, if you're dealing with things related to emotions, things related to love, it gets more complicated. In your case, I do feel that you are in a situation where you've waited on love, waited for this love to grow, waited for this love to be more abundant. Yeah. Some truth perhaps that you were waiting for from the person that you're dealing with. You're waiting for them to speak the truth, to be honest towards you, to tell you exactly their intention, rather than just telling you whatever they want to say, but it's never backed up with actions. So you wanted the real truth here, truth in words and in action. But it was pretty challenging. Pretty challenging. And that made you started to think whether is this connection really something that is worthy of your time. Okay, and Gemini, I do feel that you're wanting to just leave this behind, wanting to have that new start, because it feels like or this is you having a difficulty starting off with a relationship where okay, so you're wanting to have this new beginning, Gemini, to start something off here. It could be related to, like what I said just now, it's a relationship or a connection where you're beginning to realize more about how you feel. At the same time, you're beginning also to realize what this connection means to you, and your pretty your main ordeal here is that, do you really want this? Do you really want this new start? Because the way I see it, you're holding back here. You're not investing your time, your money or energy even. You're being a miser. You're pulling back here. Primarily because the truth that you have realized about this connection is not very viable for you. It's not acceptable. And in as much as you are very communicative, you can express how you feel. You can be an introvert, extrovert. But here I do see that you are trying to pull in, to draw in yourself, into yourself. You're not very expressive. And you're very mindful of how this person acts and how this person relay their message to you, and whether the action ties up with their words. And if it doesn't, then I feel that you get into the mood of analyzing. And at the end of it all, I do see that you would probably be talking to your friends, seeking other people's advice on, possibly wanting to get confirmation of your understanding, of your intuition, your intuitive understanding of this situation right here. Because I feel that there is lack of trust in this connection, and that lack of trust is with you. You seem to not, you don't feel like you trust this person that you're dealing with. You're not saying anything out loud to this person, but it's more like in your mind, you know that their actions doesn't match their words. And that leads you to pull back. That leads you to be more into yourself, and then just really very intuitive here. And you're also not very much giving in to this situation for now. Even probably meeting up this person, there's lack of initiation on your part. All right? And I do see that within this time frame, you would be more into, like, thinking about this, and still analyzing whether you want to have a new start with this person, or give it a go somewhere else. Give it a go somewhere else. You'll be trusting. The advice here for you is to trust your intuition, and also, undeniably so, there could be some feeling of betrayal here. There is a reason why you don't really trust this scenario, this situation, and there might be an instance here where you will end up feeling betrayed or judged, or you'll get hurt here. So there is that feeling for that. So the advice here, Gemini, is to trust your intuition, and before things get very difficult, before things would get very hard for you to leave, trust your intuition on what's the next thing to do, even if it means starting a new phase in another connection, yeah, to avoid this difficulty. This also means, this could also mean that with you finishing up all this analytical endeavor of yours with regards to this connection, you'll have more understanding of why things have happened, and then what would be the reason of your next step. And therefore the pain wouldn't be that difficult, because you have the reasons, you have the explanations of things that are happening and the next steps that you will be doing. So getting into the root of the matter, I feel, is your key here. But I do see that you are holding back right now. All right, so that's all I have for you, Gemini, for April. I hope this gives you insights. Be well.